Once upon a time, there was a woman who had 3 sons, Tom, Bob, and Jack. Tom was the youngest, Bob was the middle one, and Jack was the eldest brother. They lived in a village. They were a happy family, but their mother was very poor. Because of this, the children began to look for work. Tom started working for a kind man who lived in a nearby town. This man made wooden tables and other furniture. Tom worked very hard for a whole year. At the end of the year, the kind man gave Tom a table. The table looked old and dirty, but it was a magical table. Smiling, the man said, "If you say, 'I am hungry,' to the table, wonderful food will magically appear on it." "You are very kind," said Tom, and he said goodbye to the man. Tom began to travel from country to country, from city to city. He was always happy. He carried the table on his back. Whenever he was hungry, he put the table down, sometimes in the street, sometimes by a river, sometimes under a tree. He said to the table, "I am hungry," and delicious food appeared on the table. After many months, Tom thought, "I want to see my mother. I should go home." On the last night of the journey to his mother's house, he came to an old house. An old man lived in this house. "May I stay here tonight?" Tom asked. "Yes, you may stay, but I cannot give you any food," said the old man. "You do not need to give me food," said Tom. "You can eat with me." Tom put the table on the floor and said, "I am hungry." Suddenly, wonderful food appeared on the table. They ate together. But this old man was not a good man. He was a jealous man. He thought to himself, "I want this boy's table. This table gives food. I can sell the food to others. I will never be hungry again." While Tom was sleeping that night, the old man quietly entered Tom's room. He took the magical table. He worked all night and made a new table that looked exactly the same. Its appearance was completely identical. He placed this new table next to Tom's bed. The next morning, Tom put the new table on his back and set off toward his mother's house. Tom's mother was very happy when she saw her youngest son. "What did you do while you were away?" she asked. "I made tables," said Tom, "and I brought a table." "It is not a very beautiful table," said his mother. "But it is a magical table," Tom replied. "When I say, 'I am hungry,' wonderful food appears on it." "Show me," said his mother. "Let's invite everyone in the village," said Tom. "Then everyone can see the magic." Tom's mother invited everyone in the village. Tom put the table in front of them and said, "I am hungry." But nothing happened. No food appeared on the table, and nothing moved. Everyone laughed and left. Tom became very angry. Now he understood. The old man had taken his magical table. Tom was very unhappy. He ran away from home and returned to his old job. Then he wrote a letter to his older brother, Jack. In the letter, he told the story of the magical table and the jealous old man. At the same time, the middle brother, Bob, was working for a kind man in a very distant village. Bob also worked very hard for 1 year. At the end of the year, the man gave Bob a donkey. "You cannot ride this donkey," said the man, "but it is a very good donkey." "It is very small," said Bob. "Why is it a good donkey?" "Because it is a magical donkey," replied the man. "Put a box under its mouth. Say the magical word, bricklebat. Then gold will fall from its mouth. Catch the gold in the box. You will never be poor again." "You are very kind," said Bob. Bob took the donkey with him and traveled from country to country, from city to city. He was always happy. He bought the most expensive clothes, ate the finest food, and stayed in the best houses. Whenever he needed money, he said to the donkey, "Bricklebat." After many months, Bob thought, "I want to see my mother. I should go home." On the last night of his journey, he came to the old house. The jealous old man was there. "May I stay here tonight?" Bob asked. "Yes," said the old man, "but I want money for your food and your bed." "Money!" Bob shouted. "I can give you a lot of money." Bob ate wonderful food at Tom's table. Then the old man asked for his money. Bob put his hand into his jacket pocket, but there was nothing inside. "One moment," said Bob. "I will bring it immediately." He took a box and went outside to the donkey. The old man secretly followed him. He stood behind the door, and Bob did not see him. Where will he get this money from, the old man thought. I will watch him. When he sleeps, I will take his money. Bob placed the box under the donkey's mouth. He said the magical word. Gold began to fall into the box. The old man's mouth opened in amazement. I want this donkey, he thought. That night, while Bob was sleeping, the old man quietly went outside. He found another donkey and put it in place of the magical one. The next morning, Bob took the new donkey and set off toward his mother's house. Bob's mother was very happy when she saw her son. What did you do while you were away? She asked. I worked for a man, said Bob, and he gave me this donkey. This is a very small donkey, said his mother. Is it strong? No, Bob replied, but it is a magical donkey. When I say the magical word, gold falls from its mouth. Call your friends, let's show everyone. Everyone in the village gathered. Now watch carefully, said Bob. Bricklebat! Everyone looked at the donkey. The donkey looked at them, but nothing happened. Not a single piece of gold fell from the donkey's mouth. Everyone laughed. Bob became very angry. Now he understood. The jealous old man had stolen his magical donkey, too. Bob ran away from home and returned to his old job. Then he wrote a letter to his brother Jack. In the letter, he told the story of the magical donkey and the jealous old man. Jack was working for a woodcutter. He worked very hard for 1 year. At the end of the year, the woodcutter gave Jack a beautiful box. Inside the box was a stick. Thank you for this beautiful box, said Jack, but I do not want the stick. I would put something nicer than a stick into such a beautiful box. This is not an ordinary stick, said the woodcutter. It is a magical stick. If someone does something bad to you, the stick will help you. When you say, "Stick, come out of the box," the stick jumps out and begins to hit that person. When you say, "Stick, go back into the box," it stops. Jack took the box and set off toward his home. On the last night of his journey, he came to the old house. The jealous old man was there again. The old man gave Jack food. Then Jack told the story of his journey. You know, said Jack, there is a magical table. When you say, "I am hungry," wonderful food appears on it. There is also a magical donkey. When you say bricklebat, gold falls from its mouth. But in this box, I have something even better than those. There is nothing better than this in the world. The old man thought to himself, what is this, I wonder? I want it. When Jack went to sleep, he placed the box on the floor. He closed his eyes. After a while, the old man quietly entered the room. He looked at Jack. Slowly, he reached for the box. Suddenly, Jack jumped out of bed. "Stick, come out of the box," he shouted. The stick jumped out of the box and began to hit the old man's head, arms, and back. The old man tried to run away, but he could not escape. "Give me the magical table and the magical donkey. Then I will put the stick back into the box," said Jack. "Yes, yes," shouted the old man. "You can take everything. Just stop. Stop the stick." The next day, Jack took the magical table, the magical donkey, and the magical stick and went to his mother's house. Jack's mother was very happy when she saw her son. "What did you do while you were away?" she asked. "I worked for a woodcutter," said Jack, "and he gave me this stick." "A stick," his mother said angrily. "You can find sticks from every tree in the world." "Yes," said Jack, "but this is a magical stick. If someone does something bad to me, I say, 'Stick, come out of the box,' and the stick chases that person. When I say, 'Stick, go back into the box,' it stops." My brothers had a magical table and a magical donkey. A jealous man stole them. With this stick, I got everything back. His mother was very happy. She wrote a letter to Tom and Bob and told them everything. Both brothers came home. The mother invited everyone in the village to the house. Everyone sat around the magical table and ate wonderful food. Everyone took home a bag full of gold from the magical donkey. From that day on, the old woman and her 3 sons lived a happy and peaceful life.